Hi ladies, welcome to your 10-minute body weight circuit for July. So we're going to be working through 4 different exercises for 3 rounds, and each exercise is going to be 50 seconds each. And we're going to do rest-based training, so there's not going to be any structured rest, so kind of how we've been doing. No structured rest, so you rest whenever you need to, and then push the intensity when you're working so that you get the most out of it. This is body weight only, but there are a couple exercises that if you want to increase the intensity, you can add some weights to it. So there will be some squat, lunge combo that you can add weights to, as well as some bridge glute heel raises. So we're going to get started. I'm going to have my timer set. Just a mantra to have on your mind as we move through this is to create change. Change the way, sorry, I had to check my notes. To create change the way that you view your workouts. So let me say that again, sorry, because I had a little, forget me. So to create change in your life, in your body, you need to change the way that you view your workouts. So sometimes we view them as a should or a have to, and that can be really hard as a way to get into it, as a way to really motivate yourself, because then you feel like, why? Really, right? So it doesn't really get you into your why. So when you really want to change your body and you want to change your whole approach to life and feel stronger, you need to change the way that you view the workouts. So thinking of them as time just for you, like this is your sacred time to come and work out and strengthen your body and just to be alone maybe, or to be with others if you like to work out with friends. But this is your time, so especially for moms, that can be really a nice way to view it. Another thing is just like to see how much of an impact it has on your life, and sort of changing your view and just realizing how much positive impact it can have on your life. Another way is to think of it as it creating this wave of change by doing just these 10 minutes or 20, 30, whatever we do for our workout for the day, that it creates this like tidal wave that creates change throughout the rest of our lives. So it's sort of this beginning of a ripple effect of change. So it's sort of like you get excited to see what other changes might come because of this effort you put in for a concentrated amount of time. And then, and just like how when you work hard and when you go through things that really require your strength, it really creates change in your life. It really builds up that strength and endurance for other things that come. So when you really go through those rough periods, and these workouts can be rough, it creates strength to go through other things in your life. Okay, let's get started. Enough of me talking. So we're going to do, again, like I said, 3 rounds of 4 different exercises. We've got my timer set for 50-second intervals. And the first one, we're going to be doing plank knee to elbow. So we're going to come into that high plank position. Just a quick note, if you have an abdominal separation that you're working on healing and you're not really strong yet, either substitute a transverse abdominal exercise for this one, since it's a front plank, or elevate your hands. So up to, about a 2 or even 3 foot height to do this, but with a little less pressure on your abs. There will be another exercise too where you have an option to substitute. So take care of your body. Okay, full plank if you are strong enough for that. So come into full plank, and we're going to just alternate knee to elbow. And you can do a little bit of a bend as you come into it, so kind of crunching those obliques. So we're going to be working the shoulders here as well as the core, especially those obliques as we bring the knee up. If you want to intensify it, I'm going to give you an option here. So bring the knee up, drop it to the wrist, and then back up and back. Knee in, drop it down, back up, shoot it back. So you're holding it for longer when you're doing that. So choose what feels good for you. Maybe you do a little bit of each for each round. Okay, got 10 seconds. Hang in there, do as many as you can. Try to keep those shoulders over the wrists. Whew. Last one. And come on up. Okay, we're going to go into a low squat here. We're going to keep tension on these thighs the whole time and the glutes. So we're going to side step twice. 1 and 2, staying low. We're going to go back into reverse lunge. 1 and 2. Good. Then 2 to the other side. 1, 2. Step it back. 1, 2. Good. Keep going. 2 and 2. So the last foot to come in, that's the foot that goes back, just so you don't have to transfer the weight again. Good. You can pick up the tempo once you kind of got the hang of it. Good. This is one that you can bring weights into if you would want to increase the burn. So that could go on your shoulders. So you just have weights here, step, step, and step. I'm going to just finish this one out, and step. Good. Awesome. Okay, push-up blast off. So again, this is one you can do on the knees or substitute a transverse ab exercise. So if you wanted to do the full version, I'll show you that, and then I'll show you modifications. Be in a full push-up or plank position, and we're going to shoot the hips up, downward dog, bend the knees, bring the chest to the thighs, and then blast off. Do one push-up, lift the hips back up, down dog, bend into like a down dog squat, blast forward, push-up. So the option here with the knees, you do the push-up on the knees, come back into child's pose, blast forward, push-up, and come back. So that's your option. That will take the pressure off the abs as well if you have any separation. Okay, come back over onto your back. Lower yourself down. Come to the side if you need to. Onto your back. We're going to come into a bridge position on the toes. So lift those heels up. Lift those hips up. And we're going to alternate knees in towards the chest, keeping the hips up as high as you can here. You can press into the palms for more stability, or if you want to make it harder, you bring the arms up. Woo, that makes it harder because you're not balancing yourself with the arms out. So that's an option. If you want to make it harder, keep the arms up, or even at a goalpost position here. Good. Keep those hips up and try and keep them level as you alternate the knees in. Awesome. One round down, roll to the side. If you have separation, to come back up. We're going to start at the top. Okay, we're just face this way. So, knee to elbow. Come into that plank position and get right into it. So not really fast like mountain climbers. You want to have that control so you get that squeeze in the abs. But you want to keep a good tempo so that you're moving. And again, if you want to do some of the more advanced version, bring it in, drop it down, shoot it back. So you're keeping tension on those abs a little bit longer, and the shoulders as well, because you're on sort of a tripod position with just one foot holding you instead of both feet for longer. Cool. Coming up, I'm going to show you with those weights really quickly. So you just grab some weights for the squat. So side step. So just bring the weights to your shoulders. Get your hair out of the way. Okay, good. Side step. 1, 2. Stay low. Step it back. 1 and 2. Step 1, 2. Step it back. 1 and 2. You can probably do this by your sides as well, but they just kind of get a little bit more in the way as you're side stepping. So it's just an option. Maybe after you do this a couple times and you want to increase the intensity, that's available to you if you want it. But you should be getting plenty of burn. Finish this one out with just body weight. Okay, put this to the side. Okay, push up, blast off. Whew. All right. Okay, we're about halfway done already, you guys. So push up position, 1 push up, hips up and back, down dog, bend those knees, blast forward and down, and back. Remember to modify if you need to. Working the core here as well as you hover and shoot it forward. Whew, about 10 seconds. Awesome. Get a couple more in if you can. Last one. Flip it over. We got bridge marches next. Come onto your back. This one we're going to have this heel lifted. It's a little bit different version of bridge. And then just alternate heels in. I'm sorry, knees in as you lift and keep those hips up. You can put the weights here on your hips. I'll have to show you next time because I put them too far away. I got to bring them closer next time. So they would just rest here on your hips to get those glutes a little bit more work. So we're working the core here as we draw the knees in. This is safe for separation as well. And you're working those glutes and hamstrings as you hold the bridge. Cool, because we're working on compound movements this month. So everything we're trying to do 2 body parts at the same time. Okay, start back at the beginning. We're going to do plank, knee to elbow, jump right into it. Last round, you guys. 30 more seconds here. Really try and get to the outside of that elbow or shoulder. Throw in some of the tougher ones if you can. Big squeeze, rest if you need to. Shake out the wrists if you ever have to, or stretch them out by flipping the fingers towards you. Come back into it as soon as you can. Awesome, come on up into that low squat position. We're going to step, step, step it back. 1, 2, keeping those glutes engaged, those quads engaged the whole time. Step, step, and go back. So going both sides on those lunges. You guys got this. You're doing awesome. Whew. I know I'm feeling it in these legs. Good. Hang in there. We should be getting close to the end on these. Last time on these. Make them count. Great job. Awesome. There we go. Oh, I should finish that last one. Okay, push-up blast off. These are probably my least favorite. They're hard, but they are good. We're getting the abs and those upper body working. So push up, reach it back with control. Blast off, push it back. Use those abs to reach the hips up and back as you bring the chest towards the thighs. You should get those triceps working as you reach the hips back. And again, if you need to, bring the knees down. You can do it just for the push-up if you want. And keep the knees up for the rest. Just knees down, push up, and keep them up for the rest. Okay, one more exercise. Hang in there, we're almost done. Okay, give it your best for this one. Bridge position with the heels up, lift those up. Oh, and grab those weights. Just to show you. Real quick. So weights on the crease of your hip. Make sure it's comfy. And then alternate knees in. God, it's also challenging because you don't have the hands down. So you don't have them for balance. So you got to use the core a little bit more by keeping the hands on the hips. That's hard. And these aren't even that heavy of weights. So pay attention to what you can do with control. Hey, we're done! All right. Okay, got it. Always beeps a lot. So good job, you guys. I'm really proud of you. So again, remember, to create change, let's change the way we view our workouts. Let's really focus on them being for us, like our time, and just really looking with anticipation and excitement for how they can create change, like a tidal wave that causes ripple effects of change in our lives, how it brings us strength and positivity and just the endorphins that we create from the physical movement. And just when we move, it somehow can help release emotional things that we're holding on to in ways that we can never really do through talk therapy or other things. So moving is just this amazing way of just releasing things that we hold on to. So really viewing it with all the value that it brings to our lives, not just in the way that it can change our physique, but in the way it can change our mind and our mindset and the way that we even approach food and other things in our lives. So awesome job, you guys. I'm really proud of you. See you in your next workout. Ciao.